What's happening in America? I got a serious question I want everybody to think about. Now, I know the abortion topic is a very sensitive topic, and this can go into great detail. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say from the get go if it's something like the child's going to have birth defects, it could kill the mother. It is proven case of rape, as in they're going to take DNA and prosecute the person, or they're going to prosecute the woman if she filed a false report type of deal. Abort the kid by all means. However, the argument of it's my body, my right, that is the whole basis of an argument. You can't tell a woman what to do with her body. Then why can you tell people to do with their body in general? If somebody decides to go get on drugs and do drugs, why is it against the law? Is it not their body and their right to decide if they're allowed to take drugs or not? How many drugs they can take or not? Why is the cops arresting people and putting people in prison? Doesn't that same exact concept, I'd like to see this challenged in a federal court. Doesn't that same concept apply that Roe v. Wade was created about to men? Because it's our body, our right. If women do it too, your body, your right to get plastered on dope if you want to. As long as you don't go out here and harm somebody else, right? You see, it'd be different if they harm somebody else, but what's the difference? Because what's growing inside of a woman's body? It's her body. But what's growing inside is half hers. Half hers. Whenever it comes to men and women equality, there's where a constitutional conflict is in place. Because women can decide for any reason that they want an abortion. They can kill the kid for any reason that they damn well want to. They can go out here and sleep with 10, 15 different men, get knocked up 10, 15 different times. Then let's say somebody does that. 16th time they go out here and get knocked up, it's with a rich guy. Somebody sleeps with somebody like Trump Jr. Decides, hey, I'm going to have this baby. It could ruin his life, ruin his business, the whole 9 yards. And you know what? The judge don't give a shit. Because she chooses to have that baby. He's liable for it. He's responsible for it. Ruins his life. He don't get to say, no, I don't want that kid. That is a conflict of interest, and that violates equality between men and women right there. Because somebody could use a child to extort the man. Somebody could say, oh, I'll kill this baby if you don't marry me. It's a form of entrapment. And then they could get married, and next thing you know, 9 months down the road, the baby's getting ready to come out. She decides to kill the baby before it gets brung out of her womb the day of delivery. Then what happens? She gets divorced, and then she gets to sue him for half of his profits and proceeds and his business and everything else and go on about her merry little way. Because they use extortion and entrapment. It's possible. People do it all the time. People get knocked up for federal assistance, for government assistance, so that they can get child support, so that they can trap people into always staying around. You're going to break up with somebody. There's women out there who are so jealous and obsessed at the moment in time that they keep the baby so they can control the man. Now, if this is going to be a concept of equality, then it should be to where a man can say, you know what, I don't want the kid. And I don't personally agree with this, because I love my kids. You know what I mean? I would step up and take my kid. But some men might want to say, hey, it was her choice to have it, Your Honor. It's on her to keep it and raise it, not me. I did not want it. You see, there's a legal conflict of interest. If they was to make something like that, a ruling saying, hey, this is the law too for the sake of equality, then a lot of these abortions would quit. Because then they wouldn't have something to fall back on, somebody to have to milk the cow, so to speak. But those are just good, valid questions. If it's my body and my right to go out here and do drugs, why is the government? Why is it illegal? Why do they arrest you? Why do they put you in prison for it? Huh? Why can't they say, here, you're on drugs. Do you want rehab? We'll pay for it. But people get madder than hell about that. It's no different than people going out here and say, I don't want to have to be responsible for packing a condom, being on birth control, any of that bullshit. I just want to go screw whoever I screw, whenever I screw them, have a good old time. Then get pregnant. Then decide to have the baby or not. You know? What's the deal? It's a good, valid question, because then they can go have it aborted, and guess who pays for it? The taxpayer. You know, but the difference with that is you're punished if you're an addict, and it's your body and your right to do what you want to. It's a good question, and it's a damn good question that I would like to see a lawyer challenge the federal court system with. Just think about it in your minds for a little bit. That's all I'm asking. Because the abortion debate is a broad subject, but these are some damn good comparisons and damn good questions. So I figured I'd see what you all thought about it. Anyhow, I'm back with Tippy Steve Crow. Let your freedom ring, America.